person that I admire from growing up was my paternal grandmother, who raised me and my siblings here in the Bronx. And my grandmother was a theater person. She had been a theater person in Puerto Rico. And here in the Bronx, she couldn't be involved in a theater. So she joined a church, and there she became the person who would write the stories for Christmas, spring, and all of that, and do theater. And then she would have us, we were her youngest grandchildren. She would dress us all up, and she created the costumes also. So in the spring, we were flowers with the flowers on our heads, and the costumes in the shape of flowers. And she also loved to do poetry. So I am a poet, and I'm involved in the arts. And I have a cousin who's a theater director. I think it's from my grandmother. And my brother became a very famous dancer, choreographer. So I think she kind of influenced, the kids in the family, the little kids. She was the queen bee in the family. And then my Aunt Delia, who was her daughter, my father's sister, she was my kind of like my example of who I looked to as to what a mother is, because since I didn't have a mother, I looked to her to see how she take care of her children. They were always clean. Her husband was a merchant marine, but she took care of the kids, and she saved money, and they got a house, and I would spend time at her house, and she was an incredible cook, and she would make me dresses, and whenever I spent time in her house, I always came home with a new dress and a new ribbon for my hair to match the dress. So she, was somebody that I looked up to, and still she's, my inspiration. She's, somebody that I think about, love very much to this day. She's passed away, of course. But one thing about growing up, when I became a nurse, and I wanted to open an account, a bank account. And I wanted to get a credit card, and discovered I couldn't get a credit card because I was female. It had to be my husband or whatever. I had a boyfriend. Mm-hmm. They said, your boyfriend could, I said, my boyfriend, I'm a nurse, he's a lifeguard. It's like, are you kidding me? He doesn't even know how to handle money. And I was really young. And I said later for that, then I don't want a damn credit card. So I never got a credit card. And then when I wanted to get my home, I had no credit. I had no debts, but I had no credit. And so I had to get my father to co-sign for me. Oh, goodness. So I could get my house. And then after 8 years of paying the mortgage and everything with no problems, his name could come off, and then I could own my house. But back then, when I was so young, I could not get a credit card. So I refused to get a credit card. I also refused to get married because I felt then that, okay, the man has control. I absolutely do not want to be controlled by anybody. So, I never got married. I have children, of course. And it was with my boyfriend, and we were together for 10 years. He asked me to marry him, and I said no twice. Because, no, I might get trapped, and I don't want to be trapped. I want to be free to do whatever I want to do. And luckily, because I was able to go to college, because he didn't believe that I could go to college. And he said, you were too stupid to go to college. Oh, my friend said, get out of here, you're smart. All my female friends, get out of here, you got to go to college. Went to college, and put my kids in private school. But so it's my grandmother who raised me, and my Aunt Delia. And those are the women when I was growing up.
Wow. It sounds like you had a lot of wonderful women in your life, your grandmother and
those two.
And the friends who told
my friends, yes.
Yeah, wonderful.
My friends. Yeah, because they were going to college, and they had kids, and I had kids. I said, Lucy, you can do it. And I said, no, I'm not. And it said, yeah, you got to do it. If you don't do it, I'm going to be so mad at you. So I said, okay, but you're going to see that I'm not going to be able to make it. And I said, oh, wait a minute, I'm getting good grades here. Hey, I'm loving this.
Lucy, when were you applying for a credit card that you couldn't get it?
This
What
was
years?
in 1964.
Wow.
I was 18. I was 18.
Wow.
Yep, couldn't, no, I know, I couldn't, I'm a nurse. He's a lifeguard.
I hear-
You know, he doesn't know how to handle money. I do. My grandmother taught me how.
Mm.
I said,
Wow.
later, I don't want the credit card. I never got a credit, never not until I wanted to get, you know, my house. And then now I have a credit card. Now I'm constantly getting letters, you know, you qualify for this, you qualify for that, you qualify for the other.